Good morning. It's Friday. And the light is out today. The sun is up this morning. I wonder what that means. Does that mean I'm running late? Or does that mean I'm on time? It just means I'm on time. I really wanted to go in here earlier today because guess what? Guess what, y'all? I got an interview today. At 2 o'clock. So I'm not going to say who I'm interviewing with until after the interview is over. I'll come back in here. I'll do a video, or maybe I'll go live when I leave the interview, and we can talk about how the interview went and things like that. But so we're not going to say who the interview's with, but I do have an interview today. And one thing I realized recently about myself is the jobs I'm applying for are jobs that I want. See, I was a young mother, right? Had to stop school, pick it up later on, get your degree, later on in the years or whatever. So I was one of those moms that had to kind of put a pause on my plans and stuff because I got pregnant. And when I got pregnant, I was having a baby. Next thing I know, I got married, and here come another baby. And 2 years later, here come another baby. And there wasn't a lot of time to kind of manifest my dreams while being a mom, right? Now, I was married at the time, so let's just say that I did have a husband when I was having all these children, but still, you don't have time to manifest things for yourself, because at that moment, I'm trying to manifest things for my kids, I'm trying to manifest things for my husband, I'm trying to manifest things for our family. So me as a priority necessarily wasn't number one, okay? But now that my children are all grown and I no longer have a husband, the only priority I should be concerning myself with right now is myself, right? My kids are healthy, happy, and they're on living their lives, good, productive men in society, so I've done a great job in that area. So now it's time to do a great job for myself. And that comes with where I'm working, what I'm doing every day every day. And before, I would take jobs, like I've had jobs, everybody knows I worked in the federal government for 20 years. But the majority of those promotions and positions I was taking was because I needed to feed my family. I needed to make sure we had a roof over our head. So it wasn't about what the job was, or even if I wanted the job.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Atlanta Street Southeast.
I just knew I could get it. I knew I would be qualified for it, and so I took it. That's how it went. This ain't the right one. Sorry, y'all. I'm on my way to work. I would take it because it would be a promotion. Promotion means more money, means you're moving up the status, in the eye of society.
At the light, turn left onto West Atlanta Street Southeast.
I would take those positions because, again, it was more money, more ways to feed and clothe my family and make sure they had a roof over their head. So
continue on West Atlanta Street Southeast for 1 mile.
Let me turn her off, y'all, because we don't really need her. Let's turn her off because we don't need her. So it was ways for me to feed and clothe my family, right? But now my sons are clothing and feeding themselves. They have their own homes with their own families. So now it's only me. Time for me to be a priority for myself. So every job that I have applied to or applied for is something that I want. It's either something that I want to explore and try, or it's something that I've always wanted to do and just never had the just never was able to do it before, because it would be running out of my path of my career ladder and things like that. So again, I wasn't able to necessarily do the things that I want to do. So now I'm able to do the things that I want to do, and I'm so happy about that. And this interview that I have today at 2 o'clock is something that I want to do. It's something that I wanted to do for a very long time. It was something that I was able to do for like a year when COVID started, and I had a little bit more time on my hand because I was able to work from home. So I was able to grab another opportunity while I was at home working, and this was it. So now I get a chance to interview for this position, a full-time position with full-time benefits, which means I get my medical and my dental and all those things back. And we definitely know we need those, right? You need those in America, just period. You just need insurance. So I'm happy about that. But like I said, we'll talk about it after the interview is over. But I'm definitely on my way to work. I'm going to get some things done that I need to do in here in a couple of hours. And I'm going to be prepping for my interview. Yeah, see, I got the hair is right. She is just right. I think I have an idea of what I'm wearing to the interview. I'm still not kind of sure on that yet. What I do know is that I'm going to the interview as if I was going to work. I want them to know what I would look like when I'm coming in here every single day. What are their people going to see when they show up to this establishment, right? So that's what I know that I'm going to do for sure. I'm going in there as I'm going to work. So another interview tip, I think I posted a video one time before. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm gonna put like a little, I don't know if I can link it here, but I know I can link it on YouTube. But I'm on TikTok, I'm not sure if I can link it. But anyway, I'm gonna link it so you can see like all my interview tips when you go on the interview. And I did the interview tip video when I did the interview for the job I currently have. So I might know a little something what I'm talking about. I might not know everything. Like, don't give me your resume talking about clean this up, polish it up and all that. Can't do that. But I definitely can tell you what to do and say, or what not to do and what not to say when you go to the interview. So first things first, we're going to go to the interview as if we already have the job. They going to see us and say, dang, she working already. Yes, I do. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. How are you? You want to make sure you got a good, strong handshake and know your 30-second intro. Just know it. You should have it programmed in your head. Good afternoon. My name is Kay Stewart. I'm blah, 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 blah. Know your 30-second commercial, right? That way when people hit you with it, you can boop, 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 boop. And they be like, hey. Yeah, that is a look that you want to give your interviewers when they're interviewing you. If it seems real, and this is only for people who are funny. If you're not funny, do not try to tell a joke. But if you're funny, a light little humor is always good. Like, I'm going to tell you, one time I went to an interview, and this is when I was working for the Department of Interior. But before I got to the interview, I couldn't find the building. I even tried to get in the cab and said, take me to the Department of Interior, and they didn't have no idea where it was. And I'm thinking to myself, Lord, this is a cab driver. He don't know where it's at. So I called the people back, and I'm like, hey, I'm running late. I'm here, you know, the way y'all told me to come, but I don't know where the building is. I can't find it. So the lady finally tells me what the building is, and so I get to the interview. Now, it is smoking hot outside when I had this interview. It was in the middle of summer. Dead, probably 200 degrees, easy, in D.C. So it's humid as well. And I'm coming into this interview, and I am sweating now because I've been outside looking for this place for about 10 minutes. I couldn't find the building. So anyways, I get into the interview, and they're, you know, asking me about how do I handle under stress and this. And I just had to give them a joke, and I was like, hey, I feel like Will Smith right now in Pursuit of Happiness, except I got my shoes. And they just laughed. Like, and I think that's what got me the job. So if you got a little humor that you can throw in it, go ahead and throw it in it if necessary. I'm hoping I don't need no much humor today. I'm going to try to go off my experience and my life lessons. So, y'all, I am at the garage. And, so y'all know what that means. I made it to the place. Sorry, I had to give a key fob. But anyway, so I'm in the garage. Let me go ahead and park. I'm going to go on inside, and I will talk to y'all this afternoon when I'm heading home and when I'm leaving the interview. Peace.